Hello, welcome back. These are the solutions to the divider chooser and lone divider skills assignment. The questions on this page all talk about the divider chooser method, which is a method for sharing a continuous item, which is an item that can be cut up between two people. Another name for the divider chooser method is I cut, you choose. So in the divider chooser method, one person cuts, but then the other person gets to choose. Okay, so the cutter, the divider, gets whatever piece that's left. So in this method, the strategy for the divider is to cut up the piece that they want or whatever part they want as evenly as possible in their eyes, because they can't control which piece they get. So they have to do it in a way that they're happy with either piece that they end up with. So part A, Bart and Lisa are sharing a cake that is part vanilla, part chocolate. Bart here only eats chocolate, so Bart only eats chocolate. And Bart here is the divider. How should Bart cut up the cake? So Bart only eats chocolate, so he doesn't care about the vanilla piece at all. So if he only eats chocolate, so pretend the vanilla piece is gone, he should divide up this chocolate piece as evenly as possible. Okay, so how should he cut it so that it's as even as possible? So he should probably cut it this way. Okay, so that both the top piece and the bottom piece look exactly the same. And that's how he should cut it. Part B. Same situation, Bart and Lisa are sharing a cake that's part vanilla, part chocolate. This time, Lisa only eats vanilla, and this time Lisa is the divider or the cutter. Lisa only eats vanilla, okay, so ignore everything else. So we're just looking at this vanilla part here. She's the divider, so she should cut it as evenly as possible. So how should she cut it? So as evenly as possible cut for this heart will be down the middle of the heart. Okay. Bart chooses whatever piece he wants, and Lisa gets the piece that's left. But both pieces, the heart, the vanilla part, is exactly the same based on the way that she cut it like this. Okay, the left and the right side are exactly the same, so she doesn't care which one she gets. Part C, same situation, sharing vanilla chocolate. Lisa only eats vanilla. This time Lisa is also the divider. So Lisa only likes the vanilla, so let's only look at the vanilla piece. As a divider, her strategy should be to cut up this vanilla as evenly as possible. So ignoring the rest, how should she cut the vanilla so that it's as evenly as possible? So down the middle of the vanilla. Luke and Ahsoka are given a pizza that costs $21 and is cut into 10 slices. 3 slices are pineapple, 3 slices are beef, and 4 slices are sausage. Part A, what's the fair share for each person? In other words, how much pizza does each person deserve? So we'll take the value of the entire pizza, which is $21, and divide by however many people we're sharing this pizza among. So how many people? Luke, Ahsoka, 2 people. Divide by 2. 21 divided by 2, 10.5. Okay, you can think of that as 10.50, so that's $10.50. Each person deserves $10.50 worth of pizza. Part B. So actually, each person views the pizza, each slice of the pizza differently because each person has different preferences. So what we're going to do is, let me label my pizza. So this is 3 slices of pineapple, 3 of beef, and 4 sausage. I'm going to label the other pizza exactly the same. 3 pineapple, 3 beef, and 4 sausage. Okay, so now we're going to find what value each person would put on each type of slice. So let's first start with Luke. Okay, so Luke likes sausage twice as much as pineapple. So sausage twice. Twice meaning 2x. I'm going to label all my sausages 2x. He likes beef 3 times as much as pineapple. So beef would be 3 times, which is 3x. And then the remaining type of slice, regular x. Add up all the x's around a pizza. This would be 1 plus 1 plus 1. Remember, if there's no number in front of the x, it's considered 1. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. What is that? So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. These 3 are 9 together, so that's 12 so far. And then plus 8, 20. So 20 x's all around the pizza. Set it equal to the value of the entire pizza. The entire pizza is worth, not 10.5. 10.5 is the fair share. The entire pizza is 21. So set it equal to 21. Get the x by itself. To get the x by itself, currently is being multiplied. To undo a multiplication, you're going to divide both sides by this 20 to get rid of it. Left side, 20 divided by 20, that cancels out, leaving just a regular x. And then on the right side, 21 divided by 20. 1.05. And now we can write down Luke's values on each type of slice. So we have some pineapples, some beef, some sausage. So pineapple, beef, sausage. The pineapples we labeled as regular x. Regular x we found is 1.05. So the pineapples are worth 1.05. The beef we labeled as 3x, so that means 3 times the x, so 3 times 1.05. And what is that? 3 times 1.05. 3.15. And then the sausage, 2x, that means 2 times, so 2 times the 1.05. The sausages are 2 times 1.05. And 2 times 1.05 is 2.1. And those are Luke's values on different types of slices. Pepperoni, or no, not pepperoni, pineapple, 1.05, beef, 3.15, sausage, 2.1. Okay, these are Luke's. Do the same thing for Ahsoka. Ahsoka does not eat sausage, okay, so she doesn't want the sausage at all, which means the values on the sausages are 0. Okay, there are 4 sausages. She likes pineapple 4 times as much as beef. So pineapple 4 times. Pineapple 4x. And then the remaining type of slice we label with just regular x. Add up all the x's around the pizza. That's 4 plus 4 plus 4. Remember, these x's without the number is considered 1. So plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12. 13, 14, 15. 15x. Set it equal to the value of the entire pizza, which we said was 21. And do a little bit of algebra to get the x by itself. So to get the x by itself, I need to get rid of the 15. To get rid of the 15, divide both sides by 15. Now left side, 15 divided by 15, we'll leave just a regular x, because the 15s will cancel out. On the right side, 21 divided by 15. 1.4. And now we can write down Ahsoka's values on each of those slices. So we have some pineapple, some beef, and some sausage. Pineapple, 4 times x, so 4 times 1.4. 4 times 1.4 is 5.6. The beef is regular x, and regular x is 1.4. And then these sausages are 0, because Ahsoka does not like the sausages. So, okay, these are Ahsoka's numbers. Part C. So now we're going to do the divider-chooser method on this pizza. So Luke is the divider. So as the divider, he should try to divide the pizza into 2 piles that he views as equal. Okay, so he does this. He divides the pizza into 2 piles below. We're going to check that he did it correctly. So if he did it correctly, the value of each pile will be exactly the same. Okay, so in Luke's eyes, how much is pile 1 worth? So pile 1 is 1 pineapple and 3 beef. Okay, so we're going to do 1 times his value of pineapple. So his value of pineapple is 1.05 plus 3 beef. So plus 3 times his value of beef. Luke's value of beef is 3.15. Okay, so let's do this on the calculator. 1 times 1.05 plus 3 times 3.15. 10.5. Okay, let's check pile 2. Pile 2, 2 pineapple, 4 sausage. So 2 times his value of pineapple, which is 1.05, plus 4 sausage, so 4 times his value of sausage. What is his value of sausage? It's not 3.15, that's beef. Sausage, 2.1. Okay, 2 times 1.05 plus 4 times 2.1. 10.5. Okay, so Luke divides the pizza into 2 piles, and pile 1 is worth 10.5 in his eyes. Pile 2 is worth 10.5 in his eyes also. So he did the right thing. As the divider, you want to divide the pizza into 2 piles that are of equal value in their eyes. Okay, so Luke divided it. Both piles are exactly the same value. So he did the right thing. Now, the chooser gets to pick the pile. So which pile would Ahsoka pick? So to do this, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to find the value of each pile in Ahsoka's eyes. So now we're going to use Ahsoka's numbers and do the same thing. So pile 1 is 1 pineapple, 3 beef. So that's 1 times the value of pineapple. This time we're going to use Ahsoka's numbers. So 1 times pineapple was 5.6 plus 3 beef. So 3 times Ahsoka's value of beef, 1.4. Okay, let's find this value. So 1 times 5.6 plus 3 times 1.4, 9.8. And now let's check pile 2. Pile 2 is 2 pineapple. So 2 times the value of pineapple for Ahsoka is 5.6 plus 4 sausage. So 4 times the value of sausage. And sausage for her was 0. Okay, 2 times 5.6 plus 4 times 0. 2 times 5.6 plus 4 times 0. 11.2. Pile 1 is worth 9.8 to Ahsoka. Pile 2 is worth 11.2. Question, which pile would she choose? So obviously she's going to pick the pile that's worth more in her eyes. So pile 2 is worth 11.2, which is more than 9.8. So Ahsoka would definitely pick pile 2. Now, if we look at our fair share, so each person deserves $10.5 worth of pizza. So as long as they get 10.5 or more, they should be happy. Ahsoka picked pile 2, so she got $11.2 worth of pizza. She's happy. Luke would get the remaining pile, which is pile 1, which in his eyes is worth 10.5, right? Which is 10.5 or more, right? So he should be happy also. So everyone's happy. Milia, Giovanna, Sol, and Anji are dividing a piece of land using the lone divider method. The values of the 4 pieces of land in the eyes of each person are shown below. So here's the table. Part A, who is the divider and what is each person's fair share? So in the lone divider method, the divider's job is to divide whatever they're sharing into pieces that are of equal value in their eyes. So to figure out who the divider is, look at the table and look for the person that valued each of the piece exactly the same. So if we look at the people, notice that Sol valued each piece 3,500. So Sol valued each of the pieces exactly the same, 3,500. So Sol is the divider. And his value on all the pieces, which is 3,500, is actually each person's fair share. So each person feels like they deserve $3,500 worth of land. Part B, declarations. So the next step of the lone divider method is to list out the declarations for each person. So let me write down everybody's name. And the declarations are just a list of all the pieces that they would accept as a fair share. So any piece that is 3,500 or more, they would accept. Okay, so for Milia, which pieces are 3,500 or more? Piece 1, 3,800, that's good. So 1 is on the list. Piece 2, 3,200, that's less than 3,500, so 2 is no good. 3, 3,900, that's more. That's good. So that's 1, 3. What about 4? 3,100, that's less. That's not on the list. Next up is Gio. So Giovanna, any piece that is 3,500 or more. So which pieces would this be? Piece 1 is good, 4,300. Piece 2 is no good because it's less. Piece 3 is no good because it's less. Piece 4 is no good because it's less. So for Gio, only piece 1. Sol, who was the divider, so Sol would accept any of the pieces, right? Because all the pieces are 3,500 or more. So Sol would accept any, which is just all the pieces. And finally, Anji, which pieces are 3,500 or more? Piece 1, piece 2, piece 3 is less than that, piece 4 is less than that. So only 1 and 2. Now the next step is to try to give each person a piece that's on their list. Let me rewrite everyone's name. Okay, so now we're just going to look at the list that we made in part B. Forget about the table. So our job here is try to give everybody a piece that's on their list. So a piece that they would accept. Sometimes you get stuck, but sometimes you don't. So we're just going to try. So my recommendation here is to deal with the divider, which was Sol, last. Because Sol, the divider, would accept any of the pieces. So he is the most flexible. We can deal with him last and just give him whatever piece is left. And start with the person that is most picky. In other words, the person that has the shortest list. Okay, notice that Gio only has one thing on her list. So let's deal with Gio first. So Gio would only accept 1. So we have to give her 1. And then now let's go back to Milia. So Milia would accept 1 or 3. We already gave 1 to Gio, So the only thing left to give Milia is 3. Sol, we said we'll deal with Sol last because he's the most flexible. Now let's go to Angie. So Angie, 1 or 2. 1 we already gave to Gio already, so we can't give Angie 1. So the only thing we can give Angie is 2. And then the divider, Sol last. What's left? 4, right? So 4, looks like we're done. So we were able to give everybody a piece that was on their list. So Milia, 3, which is on her list. Gio, 1 on her list. Sol, 4 on his list. And Angie, 2 on the list. Everybody's going to be happy. Skylar, Walter, Sol, and Jesse are dividing a piece of land using the lone divider method. Okay, this is how they value each piece of land. Part A, who is the divider and what is each person's fair share? So the divider's job is to divide whatever they're sharing into pieces that are equal in value in their eyes. So look for the person who valued each of the pieces exactly the same. So who's that? Notice that Sol valued each piece 7,500, right? So he valued each piece exactly the same. Sol's the divider. Okay, and his value on each piece, 7,500, is the fair share number. So each person here feels like they deserve 7,500 or more worth of land. Part B, declarations. Okay, let me rewrite each person's name. And what we're going to do is go through each person's values and list out the pieces that they would accept. So they would accept any piece that is 7,500 or more. Okay, so for Skylar, which pieces are 7,500 or more? Piece 1's no good. Piece 2 is good. What else? Piece 3. And piece 4, 6,900 is less, so piece 4 is no good. Walter, which pieces are 7,500 or more? Not 1. 2 is good. Not 3. And not 4. Okay, so only piece 2 is 7,500 or more for Walter. Sol, who is the divider, right? All the pieces are 7,500 or more, so Sol would actually accept 1, 2, 3, or 4. Jesse, which pieces are 7,500 or more? Piece 2. Piece 1 is no good. Piece 3, 7,600. Piece 3 is good. Piece 4, 7,000 is no good. Okay. Next step is to try to give everyone a piece from their list. Okay, let me rewrite everyone's names. Okay. So forget about the table. Just look at everyone's list and try to give everyone one of the pieces that's on their list. Okay. Sometimes you get stuck. And my recommendation here is to deal with the divider last. Okay, in this case it's Sol, because the divider is going to be the person that's most flexible, right? They will accept any piece. So deal with them last because we can just give them whatever's left. And start with the person that is most picky, which is the person that has the least amount of things on their list, which will be Walter. Okay, so Walter only wants 2. So for this to work, we have to give him 2. And now we can go to other people. Skylar. So Skylar likes 2 or 3. 2 we gave to Walter already, so we have to give Skylar 3. Sol, we said we would deal with him last, right? Because he's the most flexible. Jesse. What happens with Jesse? Jesse only wants 2 or 3. We can't give Jesse 2 because 2 we gave to Walter. We can't give Jesse 3 because 3 we gave to Skylar already. So we're stuck. We can't give Jesse anything from his list. So we're stuck. Okay, so what happens when you're stuck? So if you get stuck, describe what happens next. So when you get stuck in this process, what happens is we're going to give the divider in this case will be Sol. Okay, one of the pieces that no one's fighting over. So we're going to give the divider which piece is no one fighting over. Looks like everyone else wants 2 or 3, right? So the pieces that are not being fought over are 1 or 4. Okay, doesn't matter which one you give to Sol, but let's give him 1 or 4. Which one? Let's give him 4. Okay, so now the divider goes away because we gave Sol 4, which is one of the pieces on his list. He's done, he's happy, he's gone. And now you're going to repeat the process. The process, I mean the lone divider method. With the people who are left. So who's left? Skylar, Walter, Jesse. And with the pieces that are left. And with which pieces are left. We gave Sol piece 4. He went away. Pieces that are left are 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and that's what I want you to write when you get stuck. Okay, give the divider one of the pieces, and then repeat the process. You're just going to write the words repeat the lone divider process with tell me who's left, and then tell me which pieces are left. All right, and that's it for this assignment. If there's anything that you still have questions about, feel free to contact me, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. See you later.